Yo, what's up, Sports Galaxy? Today we got another NBA mock draft. You guys have really been enjoying it, so yeah, please smash that like button and the subscribe button if you guys enjoy this video. Comment if you would change anything. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get right into it. The first overall pick, I'm going to have the Golden State Warriors selecting shooting guard Anthony Edwards out of Georgia. The Warriors are at a weird point in their franchise where they have good talent to kind of go win now mode, but they're not as good as other teams. But also they're kind of want to rebuild. Like, they're at a really weird point. So I feel like in this case, just take the best player available. And I feel like Anthony Edwards is the consensus number one overall pick. I think a lot of people think he will be the number one overall pick. And yeah, out of high school, he was thought of as the best player, I think. And at Georgia, he just proved that he was a great player. He reminds me of players like Donovan Mitchell, Victor Oladipo, those type of players, and I think that Anthony Edwards will be very good at the next level. Now to pick number 2, I'm going to have the Cleveland Cavaliers selecting small forward Deni Avdija out of Israel. I honestly don't really think they're going to take a guard unless Edwards is available at number 2, but other possible picks are Obi Toppin or even James Wiseman or Onyeka Okongwu if they want a center, or maybe even LaMelo Ball if they want to put him at a different position. But Deni Avdija could be the next Luka Doncic. He has a very high ceiling. His floor, though, maybe like an 8th man or whatever. So I feel like there's a chance that he might be a bust, but I feel like he could be very good. And I think a team like the Cavs is willing to take a chance on a player like that. The Cavs right now, they have Kevin Love, Andre Drummond, Colin Sexton, and they got Darius Garland, so they really need that small forward position. And I think that Deni Avdija would be very good at the number 2 overall pick. Now to number 3 overall pick, I'm going to have the Minnesota Timberwolves selecting small forward Obi Toppin out of Dayton. I think this is honestly an amazing fit for the Timberwolves. They got Karl-Anthony Towns, Malik Beasley, and D'Angelo Russell, so I think that taking a small forward, power forward position would be good for them, and Obi Toppin literally fits that perfectly. He was the Wooden Award winner and proved that he was amazing in college, and I think he draws similarities to players like Zion, Miles Bridges, Charles Barkley, etc. And yeah, I think that Obi Toppin will be very good at the next level, and I think that the Timberwolves will be lucky to have him at pick number 3. Pick number 4, I'm going to have the Atlanta Hawks selecting center James Wiseman out of Memphis. This Hawks team, they're honestly pretty complete. I don't know why they're not winning yet, but yeah, I feel like center might be the most important position to need because I don't think Clint Capella is going to be a future piece for that Hawks team. I think they just traded him for, I don't know, maybe just capital. Maybe they could trade him for a better player. I don't know. But yeah, I think they're definitely going to pick center. And if James Wiseman isn't available at number 4, I think they're going to take Onyeka Okongwu out of USC. James Wiseman's an amazing player. Could be very dominant. He's 7'1" with a 7'4", 7'5" wingspan. He could stretch the floor. I think that James Wiseman's honestly amazing. He reminds me of players like Anthony Davis, and that's the best big man in the NBA. So that's an amazing comparison. But yeah, that's why I'm going to have the Hawks taking at number 4. But yeah, on the Hawks, they have Trae Young, Cam Reddish, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter. They have a pretty complete team, so I feel like they could literally pick everyone, but I don't think Clint Capella's going to be on their team for much longer. They have John Collins, so I think they're going to go James Wiseman out of Memphis. Next, at pick number 5, I'm going to have the Detroit Pistons selecting center Onyeka Okongwu out of USC. This is the player that I could definitely see in a Pistons uniform. They take players like him. I can't really explain it, but yeah, they do. And yeah, he was very good in college and in high school. He played with LaMelo Ball, who we'll see very soon. But yeah, Onyeka Okongwu reminds me of players like Bam Adebayo. He's a very dominant player, even though he's only at the height 6'9". I think that Onyeka Okongwu is going to be very good at the next level. I think he's going to be dominant. This Detroit Pistons team, they have Derrick Rose. They have Luke Kennard, Sekou Doumbouya. They have Blake Griffin. So honestly, they just need the center position. And after losing Andre Drummond, I feel like Onyeka Okongwu is definitely the right pick at number 5. Now to pick number 6, I'm going to have the New York Knicks selecting LaMelo Ball out of Australia. I think that first things he was high school teammates with Onyeka Okongwu, but LaMelo Ball, it's crazy to think about how far he's come over the last couple of years. But yeah, the Knicks, I feel like players like the Ball brothers, they draw to like high market teams like the Knicks, the Lakers, the Warriors, all those teams. And I think that LaMelo Ball is going to be a Knick, which would be crazy because we don't want to see LeVar in New York. But I don't really think like Lonzo and all of them really associate with the dad as much as they did now. But yeah, the Knicks, they have RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson. They honestly don't have much. They could really take anyone. And I think that LaMelo Ball is definitely the best player available. And yeah. The thing is that this draft is the top 6. I think the 6 players I just read there will most likely be the top 6 of this draft. I could definitely see maybe Tyrese Halliburton being picked top 6. But other than that, maybe Precious Achiuwa if he is seems like want him a lot. I don't know, but yeah. Now to pick number 7, I'm gonna have the Chicago Bulls selecting Isaac Okoro, small forward of Auburn. The Bulls have Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Otto Porter Jr., Lauri Markkanen, and Wendell Carter Jr. And first things first, I think this is like the 4th year in a row where the Bulls are at the 7th overall pick. But yeah, Otto Porter Jr., I don't see him as a future part of the Bulls team, even though he's very good. I am someone who likes Otto Porter more than other people do because Otto Porter is a great 3-and-D player. He's a great shooter. He's been leading he's had some of the top 3-point percentages over the last couple of years. And also he's an amazing defender. I could see him guarding the best player on another team. So I think that Otto Porter is very good, but I just don't see him having a future with the Bulls. I could definitely see Isaac Okoro being on the Bulls, and I think he's going to be picked to the 7th overall pick. He has very good athleticism. He's a very good defender. He's a great 3-and-D player, just like Otto Porter is. He's just a little younger. He's great in fast break. I think he has a little more athleticism than Otto Porter Jr., and I think that he'll be very good for this number 7th overall pick. I'm a Bulls fan if you haven't been able to tell. But yeah, pick number 8, I'm going to have the Charlotte Hornets selecting center Isaiah Stewart out of Washington. The Charlotte's backcourt is set. They're small forward. They got Miles Bridges. They got Malik Monk in the backcourt too. And power forward, they got P.J. Washington. And center, they got Cody Zeller, but I think he's not that good. So honestly, I feel like taking Isaiah Stewart at number 8 would be very good. If Onyeka Okongwu fell to the number 8 pick, that would be ideal for the Hornets. But Isaiah Washington, he's 6'9", he's a beast. He played very good at Washington this season. He's gotten better at 3-point shooting every single year. And I think that Isaiah Stewart is going to be very good at the next level. I feel like the centers these days, honestly, having to be a little shorter. Like most of the centers were in the league already are 6'11", maybe even 7 feet. But Isaiah Stewart's 6'9". I said Onyeka Okongwu is 6'9", and yeah, a little shorter centers. At pick number 9, I'm going to have the Washington Wizards selecting Precious Achiuwa out of Memphis. I think I had this in a previous mock draft. But yeah, I just had it because he's the best small forward on the board. Maybe you can even make an argument for a player like Aaron Nesmith out of Vanderbilt. But I feel like Precious Achiuwa has a very high upside. Considering he's insanely athletic, maybe draws remarks to players similarities to players like LeBron James even, which is crazy for a player that's extremely raw like he is. Even a player like Giannis. In the NBA today, you don't have to be able to shoot to be a very dominant player, and I feel like Precious Achiuwa is kind of a great example of that out of Memphis. The Wizards have an amazing backcourt with John Wall, Bradley Beal. They have a pretty decent front court with Thomas Bryant and Davis Bertans, but that small forward position, I don't think Troy Brown Jr. is going to be a very good part of that. I remember in the summer league they were going to talk about how he was such a good leader, but no, I don't think he's good enough. I think taking a high ceiling player like Precious Achiuwa would be very good for this Wizards team. And at pick number 10, I'm going to have the Suns taking point guard Tyrese Halliburton at Iowa State. They would honestly love if this player fell to them, even though he missed the second half of the season. He's 6'5", he has great versatility playing a couple different positions. And yeah, I feel like the Suns team, they've needed a point guard for a couple different years. I remember when they got Elfrid Payton, and he got a triple-double one game. Everyone thought that he was going to be the next point guard for this team, and he was going to be amazing, but no, that did not work out at all. But yeah, I feel like Tyrese Halliburton is very good out of Iowa State. I think he'll be very good at the next level. In this Suns team, they got Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre, Dario Saric, and Ayton. I know they have Rubio, but I don't think Rubio is a future part of their team just considering how old he is and how he can't really create his own shot. But I think that Tyrese Halliburton would be a very good fit to the Suns at number 10, and I feel like he'll be very good. Other positions I could see other players I could see being taken here is Killian Hayes, maybe even Cole Anthony, but I just think that Tyrese Halliburton's the better player. All right, now we're at pick number 11. I'm going to have the San Antonio Spurs selecting Killian Hayes out of France. This pick was only based on best player available and like where I could see players fitting into the Spurs. And the Spurs don't really have much future-wise. They're really kind of going all in, even though their team's not good and they're not going to make the playoffs. But yeah, they don't really have any good young players. They got DeMar DeRozan and Aldridge. That's literally their best players. And yeah, I think they could literally take anyone. I think best player available here at this pick is Killian Hayes out of France, who's a point guard. Next at pick number 12, I'm going to have the Sacramento Kings selecting Jaden McDaniels, power forward out of Washington. He is the stretch four that they definitely need. He has great size. And yeah, he proved that he's pretty good at Washington, playing alongside of Isaiah Stewart, who we had the Hornets selecting. But yeah, I feel like this Kings team, they got De'Aaron Fox, they got great shooting guards in Bogdanovich and Hill. I could definitely see one of those players playing the small forward position. They also got Harrison Barnes, and they got Marvin Bagley at the center position. But I could see... Wait, never mind. But Nemanja Bjelica is their current power forward, but I just don't think he's good enough. I feel like they definitely need a new power forward, and I feel like Jaden McDaniels would be an amazing stretch four, and I feel like whatever team he goes to, he reminds me of a player like maybe like Lauri Markkanen, but he reminds me of he's one of those players that could literally fit on any team and will help right away. I don't know if he'll be picked as high as 12. I could definitely see him. He's even one of those players that can even fall into the second round, which is nuts. But yeah, I'm gonna have the Kings going with their dream fit, and that's Jaden McDaniels. Any player they would like. Honestly, they don't really have too many. They're not going to be too picky. Maybe even a small forward. Maybe if Precious Achiuwa falls to 12, I could see them taking him. So we have no idea. I'm so excited for draft night. And yeah, so like, comment if you guys are liking this video. Now down to pick number 13. I'm going to have the New Orleans Pelicans selecting point guard Cole Anthony out of North Carolina. People thought he was going to be a top 5 pick. I don't think he is or will ever be. He's a 6'3" shooting guard. He's an amazing scorer, which I'm going to have him doing for the Pelicans, but he just can't playmaker. He can't be a good playmaker, so I see him being a player like Lou Williams, even though Lou Williams is decent at playmaking. But yeah, the Pelicans, they have Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jackson Hayes, Derek Favors. So yeah, I feel like Drew Holiday's not really a future piece of that team because he's a little older, and I think they're going to fill that with a shooting guard, and that will be Cole Anthony out of North Carolina. I think Cole Anthony in his career, not at best because that's kind of mean, but I feel like he'll have great success if he's like a 6-man who could just score off the bench, like maybe even 20 plus points. I feel like Cole Anthony would be great in that role, but picking at 13 for a bench player, I don't think that'll work that well. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have at pick 13. And last pick of the draft, I'm going to have the Portland Trailblazers selecting Aaron Nesmith out of Vanderbilt. I feel like Aaron Nesmith is a very talented 3-and-D player. He reminds me a lot of Isaac Okoro, but I think Okoro's slight edge and athleticism will make Okoro drafted a little higher. The Trailblazers, they have a really good backcourt, and they have 2 really solid centers. I feel like they've always needed that small forward position, and Evan Turner, Mo Harkless, Al-Farouq Aminu, like they've tried to fill it so many times, but they just haven't been able to, and I think that taking small forward Aaron Nesmith out of Vanderbilt will fill the need. He's a very talented player, and I think he'll be a great fit for this Portland Trailblazers team. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. We're like hovering around 1,000. Like we keep going up and down, but let's try to get to 1,100 soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, comment if you change anything, or even if you have a question about any player or team in this draft. And yeah, peace out, Galaxy Gang.